Hey folks, this is Vincent Lee with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Mega Man Adventures. This is a cooperative dice game for 1 to 4 players. It's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is about 30 to 60 minutes. This can be played as a one-off game, or it can be played as a campaign game over 3 games. And at the end, you have to beat up Dr. Wily, and if you do so, you win the game. You do, in that campaign, level up your character as you go by adding new weapon cards that allow you to do different things with your dice. So the main object of this game is you pick a boss, and you try to get through the stages. There are stage cards here. Players are dealt these stages so that they have to overcome them. Typically, these involve completing challenges. So this enemy comes up first on this card. You have to roll dice and get these symbols in order to clear that part of the card. You move on to the next one, you move on to the next one. If you don't complete a challenge, then you take the damage down here. And if there's any like bonus tokens that you would normally get, you don't get them either. You have to complete a challenge in order to get a bonus token. But anyway, that's the gist of it. You're going to be rolling dice, trying to overcome these challenges. And in a 2-player game, you're going to go through 4 of these challenge cards before getting to the boss that you chose in the beginning of the game. Each boss also has boss patterns that are similar to that, and where you have to complete certain dice requirements. Otherwise, you take damage. And if you get through all the boss patterns without dying, you pretty much defeat the boss, and then you can take his weapon. That's really only in the campaign, though. There's no reason to take his weapon if you're just playing a one-off game. But if you're playing the campaign and you beat Magnet Man, for example, you're going to go through the weapon upgrade cards over here to the right, and you're going to find Magnet Man's weapon and attach it to your secondary weapon here and give yourself 3 energy to use. These are special abilities that you can use to help you modify dice in various ways. In a campaign game, however, you're going to start with one of these basic weapons. These are special abilities. You would start with one of these starter items in a campaign, and then as you beat bosses, you're going to gain their appropriate card. Bubble Man here, and magnet missile there, and so on. But in a single one-off game, which is what we're playing today, you simply take a card at random. It doesn't have to be a starter card. It can be any of the boss cards at random. So as long as they don't match the boss that you're trying, like if I had Magnet Man's weapon here, then I'd have to draw a different boss because, you know. Anyway, so that's the general gameplay flow. We're going to be rolling dice and trying to overcome stage cards and get to the boss and then deal with their boss patterns. And if we succeed in doing that, collectively we win the game. To quickly look at some of the other components in the game, there's Mega Man box here, 2 and 3, and if you go to the back side, you'll see that all the bosses are listed. Like each box contains all the boss cards for these particular games, which is really cool. So if you don't know, Quick Man's Mega Man 2. So if you only want to play with the bosses from the 3rd Mega Man, you could do that by taking them out and so on. Again, as I said, each character in this game is a little bit different. There's Mega Man, there's Roll, there's Rush, and there's Proto Man, and each of their decks are different. They each have a unique deck of cards that they have, and these will be assigned to your character so that you know what dice you're allowed to roll, and we'll get into that later. Each player is going to get a mat of the character that they chose. They get these gray tokens that mimic dice. This is a yellow run, and this is a red shoot, and this is a blue jump. These can be activated and deactivated as you play via cards or different things like that. They will take the place of die faces to help you match those challenges. The red dice are primarily shooting, but they do have other symbols on them. So if you're trying to shoot a lot, then you want to roll a lot of red dice. If you're trying to run a lot, then maybe roll a lot of yellow dice. And if you're trying to jump a lot, then roll a lot of blue dice. But there's no guarantee that you'll get a jump every time you roll the blue die. There's just a better chance of rolling a jump on a blue die. But you can still get other results. There are also double results on this as well. The hourglass symbol, whenever you're trying to complete that challenge, is spend 2 symbols of the same type. So if you roll a double icon, for example, you could spend that double icon to overcome that hourglass.
I like that it has the iconography in the back of the guide card.
Yeah, so there's a guide card here with how the phase works, and then on the back is like different iconography on what you're going to see on the different cards. But yeah, this is spend a pair of actions to complete that particular challenge. So player board, you start at 5 life, 3 weapon energy for the random one that you get. And again, if you play a campaign, you're going to have one of the starter cards rather than a boss card, a weapon card. You're going to get your acrylic standee. I will mention that some of the characters did not fit into the bases very easily. I didn't want to break them either, so I had trouble doing that. You're supposed to start the game in a single-player game with one of these energy tokens. It's shared. It's a shared pool. In a 2-player game or more, you're going to get 2. And then if you want to make the game easier, it just says +1 in the rulebook. There's different difficulties. If you want to make the game harder, you could play with these sabotage cards. And these sabotage cards are just ways to make your dice rolls harder, challenges harder, making it more difficult to meet your challenge goals.
We're obviously playing with those, right?
Heck no. Heck no. What you will not be seeing this game either are the wily bosses. Again, if you're playing the campaign, you will see this at the end of your campaign, but there are wily cards specific for fighting him during that step. But I'll let you guys discover that on your own. So, did I mention the issue with the rulebook? I can't remember anymore. Okay, so I did mention earlier that this is our first time playing, so you might get a rule wrong or two. The rulebook is a bit weird in certain places. Like for example, for your first game, open the Mega Man 1 pack, leaving Mega Man 2 and 3 packs in the box. Well, what if you're playing a 2-player game? Mega Man 1 box is just one character. How are we supposed to play a 2-player game with one character? You need a second character in order to play a 2-player game. So telling me to leave these it doesn't make any sense. So again, the rulebook is a bit weird in some places and incomplete in some places. So I'll just drive home what I said earlier about possibly getting a rule wrong or two. But I just want to show off the game because I'm not a huge Mega Man fan, but I grew up with it because I had an NES growing up. These are the different heroes that you can play as and their unique specialties and different things like that. So that's kind of cool. All right, so with that said, I think I covered everything. I kind of glazed over some other things. There is a Dr. Light deck, and this is only used in a 1 or 2-player game. In a 1-player game, you draw 4 cards, and these cards will help you out to be assigned to your character to help you with dice rolls. In a 2-player game, you're supposed to draw 3 of these, and then each player takes 1 and the rest goes back into the deck. I'm thinking, though, as a homebrew, we just deal 4. That way we've got more choices. It's up to you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Whatever's easier for you.
In the rulebook, you're supposed to draw 3 in a 2-player game, but to make it easier on ourselves, I'm going to draw 4. That way we've got more options. So what we're going to do first is we're going to pick a boss, each of us. Each of us have our own boss and our own stages that we have to get through.
Okay.
And there's Magnet Man, Snake Man, Metal Man, and Hard Man. And here's each stage or each boss stage has some kind of negative that you have to observe while you're trying to complete challenges for that level. This says, when you suffer 1 or more damage from a challenge space, lose 1 weapon energy if able. So while you're doing these challenges, you have to observe this as well. So you kind of have to the game does say that you can flip this over, take a look at the boss and see what his abilities are, and what his general icon is. This one is jump. So before you pick it, you can. Another thing to note is certain bosses are weak against certain weapons, like in the Mega Man games. This is a boomerang symbol.
Okay.
So if the boss had a boomerang symbol here, he would be weak against it, and you could do something special when that time comes. This one actually, Snake Man has a boomerang symbol. So if you chose Snake Man...
So does Mega Man.
Okay, so...
Metal Man.
Yep, so you could choose one of those 2 bosses and have a slight advantage going into the boss
Yours
level.
has that one.
This is Hard Man. Okay, this has a little pearl on it. So maybe I choose him. I don't have to. Let's take a look at the negative here. The middle and right challenge spaces each gain 1 extra damage. I guess I'll deal with that. So the challenges are going to be rougher for me to complete. I could possibly take more damage. So I can pick Hard Man. and you would pick one of the other three then.
Oof.
And that Snake Man is if you roll 2 or fewer jumps, you suffer a damage or lose a weapon energy.
Oof.
So
maybe Metal Man.
Metal Man.
I don't really know what the overcome is.
So that's just a status. If you have to complete one of those hourglass symbols,
Okay.
you cannot use 2 shoots. You have to use 2 runs pretty much in order to complete these timers.
I see.
So you can't spend a double red or double blue, or a double jump and a double jump, not a double jump or a double shoot. You can't spend those to overcome these hourglasses. You'd have to spend 2 run symbols to overcome that. That's the stipulation for Metal Man because of the conveyor belt constantly moving you back and forth.
All right, I'll pick him.
All right, so you're gonna pick. So these go away. These bosses go away back into their boss decks. And there's a quick look at some of the other bosses in case you're curious. I combined all the boss cards from 1, 2, and 3. Quick Man, Crash Man, Flash Man, Heat Man, Wood Man, and so on. So there's all sorts of different bosses here. And they each have different weaknesses and...
Gosh, the patriarchy. Sorry.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just kidding.
All right then.
I'm kidding.
So you pick that, and now that we've picked this, we're gonna get 4 stage cards each. The number of stage cards we get it depends on the player count.
Okay.
But in a 4-player game or in a 2-player game, you're gonna deal 4 of these challenge cards face up, but in a way that you can't look at the ones behind it.
Oh.
So there's 4 here and 4 here. Okay? So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, not too much. And
Wait, 4? It looks like there's 3. Oh,
4 cards.
Individual cards. Okay.
Yes, 4 individual. There's 3 challenges per card, but
I see.
there's 4 cards in total. And we
see.
each have to, if one of us dies, we collectively lose the game.
Okay.
So once we've done that, now we go into the planning phase. We're going to draw 4 cards. So here's the draw phase. We're going to go into the draw phase. Draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3.
Simultaneously?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And cards can be used in one of 2 ways. You can either use the top half or the bottom half.
Okay.
However, the way you slot them is as follows. 2 of your cards will go into your right and left supports. To do that, you tuck it underneath like this and underneath like this. I'm not using those, but this is how you use the top half of your cards.
Okay.
Now, whatever I put here, you get that color die for your turn, and whatever you put here, I get that for my turn. So that's how the support comes into play. If we were playing a 3-player game, this card would support you and this card would support some other 3rd player. Okay? So that means we'll get whatever dice symbols are on here. However, if I put a token, this is one of my special cards. I could put this here instead, and not only could I flip over my yellow thing, but you could flip over a yellow token as well.
Oh, okay.
So that's my special card. So you're going to put 2 of your cards here. Not yet, but you're going to put 2 of your cards here.
Okay.
Then one of them is going to be put in your skill area where the bottom half is only used. And this might be flip over a token. This might be roll dice, something. And then your last card is like a boost card. You only use it for its top half. And you can play it either on your turn or someone else's turn to help them out. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is typically for a 3 or 4-player game. In a 2-player game or a solo game, you're also going to draw some Dr. Light cards to help you out because you have no support giving you something on this side. Well, that's where these cards come in.
I see.
So we're going to look at these cards. And as you can see here, this is what Dr. Light will give us if we assign it over here. Now, here's the thing. If I put this here so that I get a red die from my left side, it wants the matching color here, which is what I did. We have to put the matching color. This is red. Otherwise, I take a damage. So if I did something like this, let's say I really needed a yellow die, I could do this. I could accept Dr. Light's help and get a yellow die there. But because this doesn't match, I take a damage.
Interesting.
Okay? So you can mismatch, but at the cost of a damage.
Okay.
In a solo game, one of these cards would also go over here, and you'd have to match that as well. But because we're playing a two-player game, one of them comes over here, one of them goes over here, the rest go back into the deck.
See.
Okay. And again, typically you would only draw 3 cards, 1, 2, and the other card goes away. We're homebrewing it so that we draw 4, we have more choices.
Yep.
That's all.
Okay.
So this is the planning step, and this is where we take a look at our stages and things and decide what color dice do we really want to do.
I see.
What's awesome is that you have to complete a challenge card in its entirety. You don't get to re-roll dice, like all new dice, for this challenge card. Like once you get through a challenge card, you move on to the next one. But before you can like re-roll dice and stuff, you have to complete the challenge card in its entirety. So whatever you pick, you have to keep your dice for and try and get through all 3 parts of the challenge. It'll make more sense as we do it. So what do you need over here for your challenges?
It looks like I need an hourglass.
You need an hourglass. You need...
Now, for an hourglass, because of this...
You need yellows.
I need only yellows.
Well, I mean, you can get jumps from other places. Like you could get jumps from... Or you can get runs, rather, from, say, the blue dice, but they're few and far between. Like here's a blue run on a die, but it's a 1 in 6 chance of rolling it. Whereas you've got a better chance of rolling a run on a yellow. Okay. So I'm thinking you need a lot of yellow dice.
Okay.
So maybe I assign one of my I did have 4 cards here somewhere. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I assign a yellow, either a yellow, maybe this, I'll put this over here. Okay. So that you've got a yellow token that you can flip over on your turn.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean?
That is an energy. So whenever you use this, that means that you get another weapon energy up to a maximum of 3. You use a weapon energy for one of 2 things: to use your ability from the weapon card, or to take any number of dice and re-roll them.
Okay.
That you've rolled already.
Okay.
So you can use one of these to use this, or one of these to re-roll your dice.
Okay, but if I had put that card here, that goes to you.
Both of us.
To
both of us
you?
get it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
You get a red shooty die.
Okay.
And you get that as well.
But you don't need a red.
I don't know. I do not need a red, but
Unless if it was for the hourglass?
For the hourglass thing, maybe. Yeah. Or you could use it for your skill.
I was thinking about it.
Any hero draws 2 cards, discarding 1 and keeping the other as a boost card. So it's up to you. But, I mean, this is the planning phase. It's going to take the longest. We're also going to draw these cards as well and figure out how to assign the Dr. Light cards as appropriate. I know you need yellow. I need some blue. So I think I'm going to put a blue... I need a blue die.
Okay, so any of these cards here go to you and the person?
No, here goes to each other.
Oh.
This is yours only. This is mine only.
Oh,
Because my right support helps you and your left support helps me.
Oh,
This again would go to a 3rd player. But there is no 3rd player. That's where these Dr. Light cards come into play.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. So, I probably want to keep this as a boost to possibly help you out. I'm not exactly sure. So maybe I keep that as a boost.
Are these like...
That's going to give me a yellow die as well.
What are these things?
Those are, if you beat that particular part of the challenge card, you get to draw a random bonus token. Okay. It could be life. It could be weapon energy. It could be a couple of different things.
Okay.
And that's what these tokens, there's a bunch of different random ones face down off to the left.
Okay.
So I think I kind of like that one, blue and yellow there as my skill. And I kind of want to... Now here's the thing. If I put blue over here, that means Dr. Light wants... Okay, so I could do... Oof. See, if I put blue over here, then I need to put something like this over here so that these match. Mm-hmm. This is the only blue he needs. Like, this is red, red, yellow. So this is like a puzzle. Like, trying to puzzle out what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I need blue dice as well.
So the last card is going to be used for its boost?
On the very top, yes. It's going to stay in your hand.
Okay.
And you can use it either on your turn as an extra die, or you can use it on someone else's turn to give them an extra die.
Okay.
So you're going to use that as a boost?
As a skill.
As a skill, rather, yeah.
Okay.
And not a whole lot of table space, but there we go.
What about these acrylic things? What are these?
That is to keep track of your progress
okay.
on that part of the card.
All right.
So I guess we'll do that. And you get a Dr. Light card. Now here's the thing.
I want the yellow.
Yeah, so the yellow would go over here. That makes sense. Because you've matched yellow what he wants and yellow here, you don't take a damage. I've matched blue here and blue there, so I don't take a damage. Okay. And then the remaining cards would go into the Dr. Light discard pile, which is just off to the side. Okay, so now we are in the action phase, and this is where we take turns trying to individually complete our challenge cards. And we're supposed to do them one at a time, starting with the active player. Would you like to go first?
No.
Okay. I see. So I guess I will go first, and I'm going to get a yellow die.
Okay.
Actually, no, this is a yellow flip-up thing. So I get that.
Okay.
I get a blue die. I get a red die. And I get a yellow die from you. Mm-hmm. And I could give myself this... I could give myself this yellow, I suppose. I mean... Unless I want to save it for you. I don't have to play this now. I could play it later. Mm-hmm. I also have this weapon, which is I could spend any one die to take a red die and a random bonus token, which is nice. And this skill is I can flip over any one thing to get... I can flip over any one of these active tokens to get this. So what I could do is I could just play this right now and spend my yellow that I have active from this and get the result on the bottom, which is yellow and blue. So I now have yellow and blue. So I spent this to get it back and then a blue on top of it. This is just flip any token is what this is. Any bonus token, jump, shoot, or run.
I see.
So now I've got that. And now I'm going to roll these dice. I feel like I should have more dice than this, but...
yeah, I know. It's kind of odd.
Only 3 dice is kind of weird. I mean, I could spend my boost and get a 4th one. Well, let's just see what happens. Fine, we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I have a double shot there. And I have a yellow shoot. And I have a blue run, which... not great. So what I may do is, to avoid 2 damage on this challenge, I could spend this run, and then just spend these 2 tokens right now to not take 2 damage. But here's the thing. If I do that, the stipulation to Hardman is the middle and right challenge spaces gain an extra damage.
Ooh.
This is 4 damage, and that's 2 damage.
Yeesh.
Part of me wants to make sure I can do this. So I kind of want to reserve that for that, because you're not going to re-roll dice. This double shoot will be the weight thing. Mm-hmm. Then I need 2 jumps for that part. So the question is...
You have a blue token.
I do. I want to save that for that. But I need another jump, and I don't have it.
Oh.
So part of me wants to... Well, this jump... I don't have another jump. I could spend these to... I suppose re-roll. I could also roll this and give it to myself, I guess. So I'll spend this boost card to give myself another yellow die and roll that and see what I get. It's another shoot, which is, it's like awful. I'm going to spend an energy to re-roll these dice because I don't like that. So I'm down to 2 energy, and I'm going to re-roll all of them, I think, because not helpful.
Oh, so spending...
You can spend an energy to either do your ability
or
re-roll dice.
Okay.
So this is a jump, which is what I need, a jump, which is what I need, and a run. So let's just puzzle this out. I've got this jump for this card and a jump for that card. So this part is done. And
so the colors don't have to match?
No, I just need the symbols to match.
Oh.
So yellow jump for that one, a blue jump for that one, and a double shoot for this weight thing. But that doesn't take care of this one. I would need a run, which I have. I'd have to spend this as well, which I think I will do. So I'm going to spend this, and this is my blue jump and my yellow run to complete this without taking 2 damage. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here and do this one, which is the double jump will take the place of that hourglass. The blue jump and the yellow jump will take care of these. I don't take 3 damage, and I also get some kind of bonus. And it is a red thing.
So what's the significance of the colors then?
Just your odds of rolling that particular type of thing.
Oh, so it's a better odd if you did blue for the jumps.
Yes, blue is better for jumping, red is better for shooting, yellow is better for running.
I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, I'm on here. I just need to spend a yellow run, which I'll spend my yellow token, complete that, and I have not taken any damage completing that challenge. And this challenge is now done for me.
Okay.
So I'm now done, and I get to retain these tokens at the end of my turn. Now you move on to yours.
Okay.
You get a yellow flip-up token. You get a yellow die. Mm-hmm. You get another yellow die. And you get another yellow die.
Okay. And then this thing?
Any hero draws 2 cards, discarding 1 and keeping the other as a boost card. So go ahead and draw 2. You might as well use it for yourself. So draw 2 and keep...
Discard 1 and keep 1.
Right. So what color do you think you'd need out of all this? Maybe a blue jump?
Maybe, or a red.
Yeah, because you've got red. You've got a lot of yellow. Mm-hmm.
Maybe a blue, actually.
It's up to you. You also have this as well, because you could spend any die to get a yellow run and a red shoot.
Yeah.
If the card specifically says what you get, then you get those dice faces.
And this one is... So I can use this as a boost card, meaning that I can do
a red die.
One.
No, it's a red die.
Oh,
the top half.
The top half only. I see. Okay, so now this goes to discard pile?
Yeah, so just put it on the bottom. That's fine. Mm-hmm. On the bottom of your deck.
Oh, okay.
Because there's not a whole lot of room for a discard pile.
It's just we have to shuffle it, though, right?
No, you don't have to shuffle anything.
Oh. So it's just gonna...
It's fine.
All right.
So you have a blue boost card and now your yellow boost card.
I see.
And you might as well just cash those in now. They don't carry over. So put these away as you can.
So boost cards are always for the top half.
Correct.
Okay. So I get a yellow and a blue die, and I put these in the bottom.
Now here's the thing. You can have a maximum of 3 yellow dice. You have to spend them before you can get a new one.
Oh, interesting.
So just keep in the back of your mind that you're due a yellow die. So as you spend them,
I can
roll a new one. You can cash that boost. You don't have to cash in your boost right now.
I see. Okay.
You could keep your yellow. Yeah, you could turn the blue one in and get that, but you can't turn in your yellow one in yet because you've already got 3 yellow dice.
I see.
So go ahead and roll these and see what you get.
Okay.
Keeping in mind you also have this yellow run if you need it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you've got a blue shoot, which is actually good for that last part. You've got a yellow jump. You've got a yellow run and a yellow run. So as far as spending doubles, this Metal Man says that you have to spend 2 runs to get past. 2 runs to get past the hourglass because you can't use a double shoot or a double jump. You need a double run for that.
Oh, I see. So it would be best to put that as the hourglass like that?
I would probably do that, yeah.
Or does it mean like a double, like...
No, you can use 2 dice single like this, or you can use a double result, either way. But you still need a blue jump or a jump. So you could use this
to knock him out.
To get around that. And if you succeed in that and without taking damage, you get a draw free token.
I see. Okay, and then this is a shoot.
Right, but we're not there yet. Yeah, that's a shoot.
That would be there. I also have another run. Right.
Yep.
So I could do that one for this one.
You could.
Okay.
But
and I can also use a yellow die.
Correct. So let's do the first part now.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do 2 runs for the weight and this yellow jump to clear this part of the card? To avoid 2 damage, and you can draw a bonus.
Well, can I do this instead? Can I save these, do the yellow jump, turn it in, and then this?
No, you have to spend the dice.
Oh, I have to actually spend it. I see.
You have to, basically you have a choice to make.
Can I save this dice and use this in pair with the
Yes, you
hourglass?
can.
Okay,
so you could use this and this.
Yeah.
And then save this for later if you wanted to.
Sure.
So this and this is your weight.
Yeah.
And then this one is your jump, and you've completed that.
Okay.
So these go away.
Okay.
This is now face down in gray. And you bypass 2 damage and you get a bonus token.
Okay.
And your reward is a blue jump. So that means you get to flip this over to this side.
That's unhelpful. Do they carry over?
These do.
Between rounds?
Yes, they do.
Interesting. Okay.
So now you're on this part of the card and you need 2 runs. Now you can spend your yellow boost because you spent the 2 dice.
Which I will do.
So you get a new yellow die that you can roll.
Okay, I see.
It is a jump.
Okay, I'm going to spend the jump for this.
Okay, so you have to spend a weapon energy to use the card. And that is spend a die of your choice to get these particular results, which is a yellow run. So you're going to spend this.
Yes.
To get a yellow run and a red shooty.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And now I defeat all my other bosses.
So that goes,
2 runs there and another shooty, and I got shooty.
Okay, well there you go. So you bypassed that challenge without taking any damage.
Okay. Ooh, that couldn't have worked out better. That's scary.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We didn't take any damage whatsoever, which is really good. So now at that point, we've completed our challenges. Now the cleanup phase, which is all the Dr. Light cards that we use, they go to the bottom of his deck. All of these cards will, again, instead of a discard pile, I'll just put on the bottom of the decks.
That bugs me a little bit because it's not as random because...
What do you mean random?
Because, like...
When does it say to shuffle the deck?
No, I know it doesn't. But then, like, every time you take... Like, if you take the very last card and then you start taking... you start taking familiar ones, you'll know which one's next.
I guess. I mean, if you have a photographic memory, sure. I certainly most definitely do not. Okay. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to have a discard pile and you're supposed to shuffle the discard and it's your new deck. Do you want to do that real quick?
Yeah. I like that better, to be honest. I'm sorry.
So I'll take the 4 cards that I had for my turn. Just the bottom 4 cards.
The bottom 4 cards?
Yeah, that's your discard pile. Because you only draw 4 for your hand.
True, but then
You had so get a 5th one.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I know. I'm just really picky about that sort of thing.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So that was the cleanup phase. This challenge goes away. Or the stage goes away. The stage goes away. And now we're doing a new one. And now we have to, this is what the bases are not, they don't, Mega Man had a heck of a time with his base. It wouldn't stay in. All right, well, there we go. Okay, so now we're back to the draw phase again.
Okay.
So we're going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 for our hand.
I was like waiting for you to pass them to me.
You've got your own deck over there. Yeah. Your own discard pile too, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're supposed to draw 3, but I'm homebrewing it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have these Dr. Light cards to work with. Yellow, red, blue with some, stipulations. And Now we're into the planning phase again. So now we decide, and this goes into your disc. This should be in your discard.
Oh, the skill stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I got, and I'm thinking of putting this here. Although you've already got a blue jump.
It's all right. I'll need another one.
Yeah, but you can only have one at a time, I think.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Oh, the token, you mean?
So maybe you would be better off getting a different dot. I've got a red too. You don't have a red, so maybe I'll put that over here like that.
How many do you need? You need a lot, huh?
Red and blues for the most part.
Okay.
But luckily I have. I could do that to get a free yellow token, and this one I'll just keep as my boost card. And for this, I need red and blue, so I'm thinking this one would be good. It'll give me a red die, and I'm paying this blue matches this blue. So yeah, I think I'm good there.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still thinking.
Yeah, take your time. The only downside is I've got that already. So maybe I do. Let me rethink. I need. So I'd have to use this as a skill then. Or I keep this as my boost card and then play these like so. Maybe this down here. This will give you a blue die.
Okay.
That might be better. And then I can spend this during my turn and then give this back to myself.
Mm.
So you're going to give me a blue die as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Dr. Light?
Dr. Light is offering this.
Okay.
It wants a blue or a yellow
Okay, that's not
in
bad.
that slot,
All right.
depending on what you pick.
Yeah, in that case, I'll do a blue here. That way he can give me his yellow.
You want this one?
Yeah. And that is it.
All right. You got your boost card?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put these off to the side so as not to confuse anything as we play.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. So you want to be the active player this time?
Sure.
Okay. So you are going to get a blue. Well, actually, you're going to get 3 blue dice.
Yep.
One for me, one for yourself, one here. A yellow die from Dr. Light.
Mm-hmm.
And then your boost is a yellow. If you want to use it now or you can use it later, depends
It
on you.
doesn't matter at this point.
If you end up getting through the stage without using it, you can give it to me.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll wait.
And then you're hopeful. Any hero draws 2 cards, and then
I'll wait.
wait on that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you've got a lot of blue. You got this blue here. You need weight and 2 jumps, which is fine.
Maybe blues aren't that many blues probably isn't too good for me because I can't use 2 blues for the.
You've got yeah, unless you just soak up 3 damage.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. What's Dr. Light's? Did you already put it back?
I did, but these were the other 2 that were available.
Oh really? Okay, hold on.
None of these are yellow though.
I can switch this out.
Okay.
Which I'm actually gonna do.
Okay.
Let's do that.
And then you can take one of these instead.
Yeah. And I'll give that one back to you and use that.
Take
instead.
a red one. Okay.
Take a red.
All right.
Diversify myself a little bit more.
Diversify. All right.
And I'll give you back.
I need 1 blue back, and I need to give you a red die. So you should have 2 blue.
Yep.
A yellow and a red. Mm-hmm. And then a possible blue boost and whatever skill that is.
It's a blue as well. Okay. I still don't think I need that much blue. Darn.
Well,
That's okay.
you can always spend a blue, to get a yellow and a red.
Oh.
You got a blue jump, a red shoot, and a yellow run.
Ooh, okay, hold on. So blue jump here.
Mm-hmm.
Token or the.
You need at least 1 yellow run.
I want the blue jump on here.
Okay.
So I'll put that there. I do need at least a yellow run.
So you could give up one of these two to get
Which I
these.
am.
Okay, so one of your blue jumps.
Yes.
You have to use a weapon energy.
Yes.
To convert that into a red shoot and a yellow run.
Okay. Which I'm going to use both of these as a yellow run.
Okay.
And I'm going to use both of these yellow shoots.
The red shoots. Okay, so this gets flipped over to the gray side. So you completed this part by spending these.
Okay.
And you completed this 2 red shoot requirement with these 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a reward for completing that, you get a bonus token, which is a blue jumped. It's not bad. It's something.
I was hoping to get a red shooty thing to defeat this guy.
Yeah. Well,
could you do that? Could you chain it like that?
What I could do is, this is my boost card. I could give it to you and just... Now, here's the thing. You're only going to take 1 damage from that. That's actually not bad. You're not really supposed to survive or not take damage from every single enemy.
All right.
I'd rather use, because this is going to be 3 damage for me.
For you, yeah. All right.
Compared to your 1. I'd rather you take 1 damage not being able to do this.
Okay.
But you still have this boost card that you did, and this ability here.
I figure that's for you.
If you think, yeah, I guess. So you're going to take 1 damage.
Yeah.
And that's it.
The boost card wouldn't help me out anyways because it's a blue.
Well, there's a 1 in 6 chance you would roll a shoot.
Oh, that's right. Oh, well.
The blue, there's like a 4 in 6 of rolling a jump. And there's 1 run and 1 shoot on a blue.
Yeah.
All right, so you completed your challenge having taken 1 damage, which isn't bad. And you still have extra stuff left over. So now we're going to move on to me. I get a red. I get a blue jump. Mm-hmm. I get a blue die. And I get a yellow one.
And another blue die.
And another blue there. Yep. And I'm going to save this because I'm going to use this right away to complete this red shoot and move on. Then I'm going to spend this to flip this back over. So I've used that. So now I've got a red shoot and 2 blue jumps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do
I could also give you a blue die. I might as well.
Yeah, you might as well give me your boost. So go ahead and discard that. Let's see what that comes out to be. It's a jump, which is fine. And you might as well spend this skill on me as well. It just says any hero draws 2 cards and uses 1 as a boost. I will use the red as a boost. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, red is good.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a red boost and just roll a red die. And it is a run, which isn't great for me. I can also do this, but I don't need to, I don't think. I've got my 2 blue jumps, and now I need to wait. So I'm going to spend this blue token and this jump for the wait. And then these 2 jumps for that. So I've bypassed 4 damage because of this is the middle and right challenge spaces gain an extra damage. So I missed out on 4 damage there, which is good. And this gets flipped to the gray side. And now I need 2 shoots for this last part. I've got that and that.
Oh, yeah.
So flip that, and I've got that. I still had this left over, and I get a bonus at the end of that, which is, it's a weapon energy token.
Nice.
So I get a weapon energy back. Maximum is 3. I've got 3 now. And we completed that challenge. No problem. So now we're into the cleanup step, where we flip that over, and go ahead and put your Dr. Light cards over here. And then your cards go into a discard pile.
Yes.
Discard pile.
Yeah.
Discard pile.
So this thing here, that's not tokens, that's dice, right?
Dice, correct.
Dice.
It tells you to put dice to a specific face.
I see.
Spend a die to put a yellow run out and a red shoot out.
Oh, so from your already rolled
Yes.
in.
So if you had rolled a blue jump that you didn't need, spend any die.
Yeah.
Spend this to get a red shoot.
Oh, so you can gain it from the supply.
Yes.
I thought it was to flip it.
No.
Okay.
That is a round token.
No, not this. I mean, like if I had rolled.
Oh
like,
no, not to flip.
like
This
that,
is me. This
like
is gained
that.
from the supply. Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. Add a die to the dice pool of the specific face and color. I see. So here's a question: if this was, let's say, a red shooty thing, and I had a blue jump dice, could I do a blue jump dice here and then, like, oh wait. Oh, so it's always going to match the symbol of this up here. I see. Okay, sorry. Never mind.
I think I understand. But...
Sorry.
Okay.
Never mind. I answered my own question.
Good. All right. As long as you answered your own question. All right. So you took a little bit of damage there. Oh, thank you.
That goes over there.
Thank you. I didn't know. Thank you. All right. So now we're back into the draw phase again. So go ahead and draw 4 cards.
It's starting to become a little bit simpler, you know?
Yeah. It's a little overwhelming. A lot of little rules.
Yeah.
But we'll save that for the impressions part.
Sure.
So we also draw 4 Dr. Light. Again, it's supposed to be 3. We're house rolling it. Go ahead, fight me. Red, yellow, blue. Yeah, okay. So that's what he's offering.
Cool.
And that's what I have. You need a red there, so I think I'm going to do that so that you have a red flip over that you could use on that last one. And I've got a lot of yellow that I really don't need. So one of these is going to be, okay, spend any die to get a red and a blue, or to roll a red and a blue. I kind of like that one. And I don't want, so I'm going to put a red there, I think. And this is my boost of yellow, but I really don't know if I want to use that.
When do these go away?
You fight the boss, and that's the end of the game.
Oh, really?
And yeah. Well, if you're playing campaign, you get their weapon, and you repeat all of this again.
Oh, okay.
You would get Metal Man's card, weapon card, to use for the next 4 stages and the next boss that you would fight against.
I see. I'll save it for the end. Sorry.
Okay. So, I mean, I need red. And then I'll save this for a boost, but I don't know if I'll ever use it. It's yellow. And then for this, the only card that Dr. Light would accept it's the only red that matches. I'm rolling a lot of red dice, unfortunately. Not a whole lot of blue, which concerns me.
I'm giving you a blue.
You're giving me a blue dice and a weapon thing. So I should probably go first so I can use my weapon charge.
Well, I'm still not finished here.
I know.
Sorry.
That's great. These are the Dr. Light cards.
I would say yellow, the far left.
This one?
Yeah.
So you want a yellow die. Okay.
Yes. And for skill. No.
Which skill do you like better? That gives you 2 specific faces.
Yeah.
And that one gives you, looks like 2 bonus tokens of some kind.
Yeah, I think I'll just use bonus tokens. I think. Tough. All right.
Don't know what to do. Choose one of the 2 surprise box tokens and gain its effect, then discard both. So you're going to draw 2 and pick 1, is what that is. Yeah. All right, so I think I should go first so that I can, well, actually, I don't know if I have to use that right away, though. Because I'm full up on weapon energy.
Can you get more?
I can't go above 3.
Oh.
I just don't know if I'm supposed to take this now or if I can...
You can overclock. That's fine.
And I can't overclock. What I mean is, like, spend an energy during my turn and then get that. Like, I don't know if I have to get that bonus immediately or not.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to go through the rulebook. There's 7... I'm just going to assume I can't. But there's 27 pages, and I'm not going to read them all right now. So I'll just assume I can't get that right now, which is fine.
I would say you can still get all the other dice, roll them, spend your weapon, and then get this card.
All right, we'll house roll it that way. That's fine. All right, so I'm going to get a red die. I'm going to get a red die from here. I'm going to get a red token. And I have a yellow boost if I need it. And I can spend any die to roll a red and a blue. So let's just roll these first and see what I get. And it is 2 jumps, which is really weird. what I could do is I need to wait once and jump and shoot.
Did you roll a yellow for your card?
I could, I suppose. I was going to wait, but to see if you needed it.
Nah, just use it.
It is a run, which is something I don't need. But
yeah.
I'm going to spend my yellow run that I don't need to roll a red and a blue.
I would say use the weapon first.
Well,
because you're going to get it back anyways and a blue die.
Yeah.
Because if you don't need it.
All right, so I guess I'll do that. Fine. I'll spend that, and I get to roll a red die, and I get a bonus token.
Give you your yellow run back, because you had spent that when you didn't
need
to yet.
Yellow run. Mm-hmm. And I get a bonus token. It's a red shooty, but I can't use it because I've already got that.
Oh, I see.
So it's a waste. It's fine. So I've got...
And you get a blue die, a blue jump.
Yeah, for now that I have that freed up, I'll take the blue jump for free. And yeah. And again, I don't know if you're allowed to do that, like wait to do this before.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right, that's fine. So, all right. So how am I going to do this? I definitely don't want to take 3 damage. So I really need to get through that. I'm going to get a bonus token here, so I may want to spend these now in case they come up again in the bonus pool. So maybe I spend these. So I need to wait. So let's do a run and a run for the wait part. And then a red shoot and a blue jump, or a red jump to get past the first card. Mm-hmm. And that's now face down. Now I've got a blue and a red to pass that part, or a blue jump and a red shoot. I also get a bonus token.
Nice. And
that is going to be a red shooty, which I don't need right now, but it's okay. I move on to this card, and it just requires a jump, and I've got that jump.
Nice.
So no damage there.
Perfect.
Yeah, not bad. All right, so now it is your turn.
Okay.
And you get a red token flipped up from me. Mm-hmm. You also get a blue jump, and you get an energy.
Yep.
And you get a yellow and another energy. So you get 2 energy tokens, which is really good.
Refilled my weapon.
And then a yellow over here.
Okay.
Yellow die. Yeah. You get a yellow run for sure.
Okay.
And a blue jump. But this you have to roll because of that.
Okay.
And this boost, you might as well use it now because there's no reason to hold on to it. So that gets discarded.
And the item hunt?
Yes. So I'll draw 2 and you pick the one that you want. It's life or a yellow run.
Oh, let me roll these.
So you got a jump and a shoot.
All right.
As a reminder, you can spend any 1 die to get a run and a shoot if you need it.
This is true. Oh, man. Let's do the shoot on this one. Let me see. Hold on. I want to see how this works. Blue jump on that. Or should I save it? No, just whatever, use it. This is a running, right?
Yep.
Running man. Oh man. I'm gonna have to go with the running man.
The running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You're gonna have to like do this in the proper order then.
Yeah.
So
No, that's fine. Running man. So I have a running man token, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm going to use that here. And, oh, that doesn't matter. That sucks. I have to spend 4
dice there, yeah.
4
we have
yellow
yet,
dice.
We have yet to see... Now, you got this weapon. You could take a damage here, move on, and just try and guarantee
Wait
it.
a second. Can these be used as an hourglass?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You
They
can.
can? So the colors don't matter?
Correct.
Okay,
just the symbols.
So I'll surpass that one as well.
Okay, which means you need an extra die to get through that. But
I could spend this die to get... Oh, no, that doesn't work.
2 separate dice. You'd probably just have to take a damage.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to give you.
No, I know. 2 separate dice. So that would be a run and a shooty. It doesn't matter. That's okay. I'll take the 1 damage.
You're going to take the 1 damage here.
Yeah.
But you go here and you spend all of this.
Yes.
And that goes face down.
There. Yep.
And you surpass 3 damage, which is nice. And then you're going to spend those 2 tokens to surpass that.
And I get a token.
You do get a token. You get a yellow run. So that flips back over.
Sure. Are you shuffling those?
Yes, I am. There's only so many icons.
Yeah.
There's icons for these, and there's health and ammo.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
And
I get 1 damage.
You take 1 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, and this goes to waste because you couldn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're done with that, so now we clean up. And
Dr. Lights go back.
Dr. Light. Mm-hmm. All right, draw phase 1, 2. I have to shuffle my discard pile as is required by Section 3, Subsection A of the Ida Charter.
Oh, wow.
So there's 4 for me and Dr. Light. Again, we're going to do 4 cards instead of 3 because...
Yep. We've yet to use this, right?
Yes, so you can pop those at any time. You cannot prevent death with it. So, like, if you're going to take... Let's say that you're, like, on 1, and you're supposed to take 3 damage. You can't go, whoop, and then pop, and then go up to full, then take 2 more.
You have to pop it.
You have to pop it before you take the death damage.
I see. And then, okay.
And then you take the damage as normal.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Dr. Light has these 4 cards, and I have these cards. And
I feel like in the video game that would be different.
What?
Because, like, if you die, then, like, you have, like, an extra life. And then, I don't know. I've never played Mega Man. So, like...
An energy tank actually is... energy tanks are a little different in Mega Man.
Are they?
Yeah, energy tanks are for your weapon energy, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
It's been 20 plus years, but I'm pretty sure these energy tanks filled up your weapon stuff. This did too. But I could have... Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's been a long time. So I'm going to be doing a lot of jumping here. A lot of running. A lot of yellows. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of yellows. So I'm in trouble.
I'll give you one.
Okay. I definitely need a yellow support over here from him. Which means I need to give him a red. Which means I think I'm going to do that one. Although I already have that. Which is awful. And maybe I put that underneath like that and do a red dye there and a blue. You want a red or blue?
Oh.
You want a red?
Probably red, yeah.
Ooh, actually.
Or blue. It doesn't really matter.
Well, here.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. It
Okay.
really doesn't.
Well.
So it's best for you.
And then maybe I'll save this for you. This support card.
Mm-hmm.
Or this, boost. And then, so I'm a little concerned about this stage because it needs a lot of yellow, and I don't have a whole lot of yellow cards.
Mm-hmm.
Or a lot of yellow dice. I'm getting one from you and one from there.
Ooh, okay.
But that's okay. I'll be using my weapon a bit more, I think.
All right, and for Dr. Light, just one of the blue ones?
Does it matter which one?
No, it doesn't look like it.
No.
Okay.
All right, you good?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, so that was the planning phase, and now we go into the action phase. Why don't you go first? Because I've got this, and or who do you want to? You want me to go first? It doesn't matter.
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. We'll see.
So
what
you
happens.
get a blue.
Okay.
You get a yellow run.
Okay.
And an energy,
Oh,
which
crap! That's right.
it's okay. A blue die to roll and another blue die to roll, and then do you want to spend your boost card to roll a red as well?
I'll wait on that because you might need it.
Okay.
The skill, is that applicable to you?
That's for you only.
For me only. Can I wait on this then? Like last time?
No, I don't know. I don't see...
I don't see why you couldn't, but...
The active player gains dice and benefits from their 4 active support cards. This includes 2 action cards played to the support on their own hero board and 2 immediately neighboring support cards. It doesn't say about. It just says you gain the benefits on this page. It doesn't say anything about like
holding it and then spending.
Yeah,
and then
I don't. I mean, again, there's a lot of text.
There is.
So I don't think you can.
Really? It doesn't make sense to you?
It doesn't. No.
All right.
That's part of the strategy and putting. It's okay. It's fine. You still get a yellow run, which is good.
Okay.
I'll just have to remember to use my stuff more.
Darn. All right. Oh, that really stinks. Okay, fine. What I'm gonna do then is roll these blues.
Oh. The active player suffers 1 damage, moving their life energy token 1 space to the left. If they would reach... So you have to take a damage to do that.
Just kidding. I was just kidding. I meant this card. I meant this one.
I'm just saying. You could always pop one of these.
I meant this one.
Okay. Any hero draws 2 cards, discarding 1 and keeping the other as a boost card.
I'll wait on it in case you need it. Okay.
I didn't know what that power vacuum was.
Darn. I can't use this.
Well, you can always spend a die with your power to get a run and a shoot.
You don't need any reds, do you?
No.
Okay.
I can give you my red, but...
Hold on. If I rolled a red jump die, can I use it like as 1 red jump die and a blue jump die to put it on the hourglass?
You don't need to. This is enough to complete.
No, I can't because of this.
Oh.
That's why I was asking.
No,
can I just use it as a single?
No, you need 2 runs.
Darn.
You need 2 runs for that.
What, for
the hourglass? You need 2 runs.
Or I can have like 1 red jump and 1 blue jump.
No.
But that's what I did last time.
No, you need 2 runs. It says here you cannot use two shoots and 2 jumps.
Yeah, but if you can do... Well, it says the color. Does the color matter?
It does not matter.
Oh, so what we did last time, that's what my question was to you, and you said that was fine.
I didn't understand what you were saying.
I see. Okay.
No, it specifically says 2 red shoots and 2 blue jumps may not be used to overcome.
Okay, but that's why I was wondering, like let's say if this was...
I would assume...
a blue shoot, and then this one was a red shoot, right? Could I have used it?
I don't think so.
Okay, no worries. Oops. Okay. Okay, so this one is useless. I might actually use it for this weapon. This is a shooty thing, right? So that can go where the red icon is.
Yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The shoot. All you're looking to do. The color of the dice are just for your odds of rolling that particular type.
So can I use a blue and a yellow as the hourglass?
Yes,
then?
you can.
Okay, that was my question.
You just can't use this because it's...
Yeah,
but
if this was red, I can still use it here in the hourglass?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, it's the type of action. You're running. Running is not prohibited. So this is a run and this is a run. Running is not prohibited from this card.
Oh.
It says you can't double shoot or double jump to complete an hourglass. But you can. The only thing you can do is double run. Long story short, you can only double run to complete hourglasses. That's it.
I see. The color, I'll save it for
I understand.
Sorry.
I understand.
Okay. That means I need 2, 4, 6, 7 yellow runs or 7 runs.
You may have to...
That's annoying. All right. I'm going to spin this to get a yellow run die and a red shooty die.
Okay. You have to take an energy.
Yes. Okay. And this is a shooty die, right? So can I use... Oh, no, it doesn't matter the color you said.
The color don't matter. It's just the action.
Yeah, so I cannot use a blue and a red shooty on the hourglass.
Because you need a double run.
Because I need a double run.
So you could use the red here, and you could use these 2 to... That's just to prevent... Well, actually, that'll prevent 2 damage and give you a bonus token.
Give you a bonus, yeah. I might actually use this token instead of the die. So that token with this.
Okay.
And get rid of that monster.
Okay. So you get a bonus, which is health.
Okay. I guess that's not bad.
Mm-mm. And now you move on to this one.
Yeah, those die are gone. And then this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is fine, I guess.
I might have to use my red boost.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I'll deal.
Oh wait, no, I already did, didn't I? I did for this one.
Yeah, you
so
did
this
to
goes
discard
away.
it. Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Okay.
Oh, if only we had a discard pile.
Hey, I just shuffled and I didn't have anything on my discard pile, so I got confused. Okay. Rude. I'm going to use my hopeful. What is it? Oh, the drummer.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
I thought you were like whipping me for a
Yes,
second.
I was whipping you. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use one as a boost. Just red card, I guess.
So what are you doing now?
I'm doing this one. I draw 2 cards. I discard one and keep the other as a boost. So I discarded this. I'm gonna
use another red die.
Yeah.
So you're gonna roll another red die. Mm-hmm. And hope you get a run. Or a shoot.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping for a shoot.
No, you can't. You need to run past the hourglass.
So then that doesn't matter.
Well, if you get a run, fine. You could always spend it. You can do this as much as you want.
Oh, as much as you want.
Yeah, but you have to have the weapon energy to do it. So do you want to just roll the red die? You might as well use this. Roll the red die, and if you have to, you can give up the die to...
Well, how about this then? Can I just use this to...
You can.
To do that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, let's do that. Spend this.
Okay.
And my weapon shield thing.
Weapon energy. Mm-hmm. And you get another yellow run.
A run and a red shooty.
And a red shooty.
And I'm going to spend the red shooty to...
Do that again?
Yes.
So you get another red... Well, here's the thing. You don't have enough yellow dice. So you need to wait on that until...
No.
You have to wait on that until you...
Well, that stinks because now I'm not going to be able to shoot him. I'm not going to be able to kill him.
Well, what you could do is...
I could use this. I'll use this.
All right, fine. Maybe you'll get lucky. So
Maybe.
Discard that and roll a red die. Maybe you'll get lucky. Otherwise, you just...
Can I kill him and then come back?
No.
Oh, that's rough. All right. Oh!
It's a shooty.
Perfect. Oh, no!
You can't use shooties on Metal Man stage.
Oh, I have so much to say at the end about these little boss cards.
Yeah. You could spend the net weapon energy to re-roll these, but the odds of getting a run out of them is really high.
High or low?
Low, I mean. Like, you're not going to get it. One option is...
I'll do it. I don't care. I might as well. I mean, I can't do anything else.
Do what?
I'm going to spend an energy to re-roll these 2.
Okay.
I have to. Otherwise, I take 2 damage.
Well, it's not the end of the world, but...
How did I get up to 4?
You got a weapon, you got a health from this power thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you're going to spend this to roll those.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine. I mean, look at all these yellow dice. I want 1 run.
You just need a run. That's all you need.
No.
2 jumps. Okay. Well, that's lovely.
All right.
So you're going to take 2 damage because you don't have 4 run that you need. And you move here, and one of yours that's enough to defeat that.
Oh, that's right.
But the rest go away because you couldn't. Yeah.
That's rough.
That's okay. But you completed the challenge.
My name Roll is not befitting.
But you're good at getting energy weapon back.
Am I?
Which is nice.
How?
Yeah. Your cards in your deck are specific. Like no one else has that, but you.
Okay.
I have these cards. You have those cards.
Oh, no wonder. Okay.
That's what I said. Each character has different unique cards for their decks.
Okay.
Proto Man's more about risk reward. Like you get extra stuff, but at the cost of life.
Ooh.
Like he's all about sacrifice.
What about Rush?
Rush?
Rush or Rust?
Rush. He supports other heroes by giving them wild dice. Is what he does.
Cool. All
right, so I'm moving here. I get a yellow,
Let's hope you're
a red, and a blue.
Luckier than I am.
I'm going to save that for later, and I'm going to roll these. All right, so as a run, and a jump. Okay, so... Oh, man. I already need to spend 4 dice for this one card. That's awful. Do I feel like I need to complete this and bypass this. as much as I don't want to.
That would be 2 damage.
Yeah, that would be. If I can just get these 2 cards, then and just bypass, we'll see how that goes. I have to get past this 3 damage. That's 1, 2 for the runs. And then I can spend a die, but I don't want to do that yet. I might have to. Oof. This is bad. The other option is I just take 3 damage, bypass the first part, and just do this and this. Mm-hmm. And
I feel bad. I should have saved my cards for you.
No, it's okay. I can't do this and that. Like, I can only... If I had a shoot, that would have helped. But I can spend any die to roll a yellow... Oh, flip any token. I'm going to do that. I'm going to flip this token to roll a yellow and a red.
Ah.
And see what I get. It's a run and a shoot. All right, that actually might help. Mm-hmm. So... I'm going to do run, shoot, and flip over my shoot token. Spend it to do that. So this and this goes here. Okay, that's the weight. So that goes away, and there's the 2 runs. So I bypass this without taking 3 damage. Mm-hmm. And I use this boost. Okay. And that I used my skill to do that. Now it's a run and a jump, which I have. The question is, do I take 3 damage here knowingly and then move on here to try and get a bonus token? Or do I just take 2 damage? I just doesn't matter. Although, I think it's smarter to take 2 damage here, go to this one.
It would be 3 damage.
Oh yeah, 3 damage. Yeah, you're right. Because of that hard man thing. Well, I don't know if I have anything to help me out with that. I could spend any die to roll a red, but I don't need... Yeah, I'm just going to...
roll a red and get a bonus?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend those here to pipe... But I'm out of dice now. Mm. I need a run, and I don't have it. So yeah, I'm just going to take 2 damage, and I can't take the bonus. Mm-hmm. But I got past the stage. We didn't die. And now we actually have to deal with our bosses. But first we're going to clean up. So our cards go into the discard pile. That's Dr. Light. Mm-hmm. Okay. That one too. All right. And we have energy tanks, so we're still good there.
Yeah.
You're a little out of energy, though. We're a little concerned about that.
Out of energy, yeah.
So now these flip over, and this no longer applies.
Thank goodness.
But your metal man is re-roll a die showing a run or suffer a damage. And anytime a skull is needed, you have to put a run down. So every time you roll a run, you have to re-roll one of them.
Nasty.
Or suffer damage. And mine is ground smash. Dice pull. Do not roll yellow dice. Instead, place them on their single jump face.
Okay.
So I don't get to roll yellow dice. I have to put them specifically on a jump. So if I need to run, I'm kind of screwed. And this tells me how many patterns I need to beat. 5. So I need to beat 5 patterns, and you need to beat 4 patterns.
Okay.
So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So these kind of act like the stages, only it's a single challenge. Roll but you have to get through it with all the same dice that you roll, like with the challenges.
I see.
And with Hard Man, I have to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oof, nasty.
Well, do not roll.
So I would
them on a single jump.
do not roll yellow dice.
Well, you won't roll.
I won't.
This.
I would get them assigned to me, which is good. That's actually very helpful. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as a bonus,
Dr. Light?
it depending on, you've got that little quick symbol.
Oh.
That matches. As a bonus thing, you can Spend an energy to, I think, roll a die of your choice. Let me just make sure that I got that right. Boss battles, weaknesses. Each boss has a specific weakness. The player may exploit the weakness by spending 1 weapon energy from the weapon card to gain a wild die. This is an addition for the weapon due to the robot's master. So, this is an additional option for the weapon. So, in addition to this effect, you can just spend a weapon energy to roll a wild die if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Pick a die color that you want and roll it.
Okay.
Although these weapons are pretty good, so I don't know if we'd ever do that. And Dr. Light needs 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so these are what he's going to offer.
Okay.
And
oh no, I don't have any of those.
Any of what?
Reds. So I'm going to take a damage.
You don't have any reds?
No reds.
That's all right. We've got these energy things. We'll be fine. That was pretty bad luck.
Yeah.
Do you want a yellow token? A free yellow token? Or do you want blue?
Actually, yellow's good.
Okay.
Well, problem is that I'm going to be rolling a lot of yellows. Oops.
Actually, that might be helpful there. Spend any token. Well, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then do that. Less dice rolling and more token action economy. And then this is a boost, which I'll keep for yellow, but I don't know. So yeah, do not roll. So if I did use this on myself, do not roll yellow dice. Instead, place them on the jump side up, face up. Not great.
Yeah.
But now we have to get through all the patterns with the dice that we have here.
Shoot. You want to give me that blue one? The blue jump?
The blue...
No, the blue jump.
You need this?
I need that.
All right.
I think. I don't know, though. Seems like you need our
Well, Dr. Light is just as picky. I don't have any red dice to put either.
Oh.
So what color do you want?
Oh, so we can just choose?
You choose one, but you take a damage.
Oh.
Which color do you want? Blue?
Yeah, sure. Or whatever.
It's just you take a damage because they don't match.
Yeah.
And I will take a damage because they don't match.
Nasty.
I don't have any reds. So maybe I roll a red die. Yeah, because there's that. And this is my boost card. All right, so are we good? We took our damage from Dr. Light. Thank you, Dr. Light, for helping us out in our time of need. Appreciate it. All right, so with that said, who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Oh, Grudy. Okay, I'm going to be burning through an energy tank probably. All right, so I get a yellow token, face-up token. I get a blue face-up token. You are going to give me a yellow die of this particular face. I'm not rolling it. I'm being given it. And I'm also getting a weapon energy, but I'm at 3 already, so I don't need to worry about that. And I get a red here. And I have a yellow boost if I need to play it. So let's roll these. Yeah, I got my tokens. So I got a double shoot and a shoot. It's actually enough to finish this first card out, which isn't bad. But I'm a little concerned I won't have any dice left over. I mean, I could use this as my boost. A lot of this is like flip tokens over to get new tokens. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip... Do I want this? Okay, so I'm gonna use...
If you flip the yellow, that just gives you a red in return, right?
Yeah, if I do that to pay for it,
yeah,
then I get a yellow and a red back.
Yeah.
So I could do that.
That's a great skill.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm maxed out. So pretty much it's just a free red shooty. I am going to spend, rather than spend the shooty, I'm going to spend that for the shoot and the double shoot for that weight symbol.
Okay.
So this goes away and that goes away. And I get an item from that. The item is a red shoot, which is fine.
Wow, there you go.
I'll take it. So that's the first card. Second card is I need 2 jumps. So
you have 2 jumps.
I have 1 jump. And if I don't do this card, I take 2 damage and die unless I pop this, go up to 5.
You could spend a die your weapon.
Yeah, I was thinking about spend a die to roll a red and get some kind of bonus thing. Maybe I can only use skills once. Did I mess that up? Oh, I could use weapons as many times as I want. I can only use skills once.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be kind of powerful.
Yeah. Do I just take 2 damage? I feel I just need another jump is what I need. I need another jump.
You could turn in the yellow.
I guess I'll do this. Yeah, I'll spend an energy to turn in a die of any color.
Oh, did you apply this as a jump? Remember, do not roll.
There was a skull. Oh, what are you talking about?
His dice.
I didn't roll the yellow because you gave me...
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you're spending that yellow to use a weapon?
Yeah, spend the die to get a red, to roll a red, and some kind of energy token. It's a run. The energy token is another red shooty, which I don't need. So, that's very lovely. Not helpful. I could do that again, spend the... it's just not going to happen. I think I'm going to have to use an energy tank. Or I'm going to use my boost card, but then I'd have to put it as a jump. Actually, that would work. I'm going to use my boost card to force it, according to this, as a jump. A single jump phase.
And you have 2 jumps.
I do have 2 jumps. I'm going to spend that jump and this jump to bypass this card, and we're done there.
Shooties.
Shooties.
You have 2 shooties.
I don't have 2 shooties.
A token and... Oh,
that's a run.
Oh, darn. You could spend that.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend an energy to spend this so that I get a red die. Roll it. It's a shooty. And I get an energy thing. It is a jump.
Okay.
I'll take it. And I'm going to spend this shooty and this shooty to bypass that.
Okay.
So that's done.
Oh.
This is a yellow and a skull. The skull is, according to the boss, a red shooty.
Oh, I see.
So, and it's 2...
Oh.
I don't have anything at this point. So
you have to use the energy.
I have to use an energy to go up to 5. I'm going to take 2 damage. I'm down to 3.
Ooh.
And that's done.
Yep. Okay.
Now it wants a jump and a shooty. And I don't have that either, but it doesn't matter. I'm down to 1.
You got it.
Yeah. Although I could spend a weapon energy to roll a wild die. Remember the weakness,
right.
the weapon weakness?
Weakness.
I'll just spend my last one to roll. I need a red one.
Oh,
so I'm just going to roll a red and see if I do it. It's a red shooty. Awesome. So instead of losing 2 from that, I'll spend my red shooty from that and my blue jump token to bypass that. And I've defeated Hardman. If we were playing a campaign, I would find the Hardman weapon from the deck and add it as weapon 2 for the next game.
Okay.
But now you have to get through your boss, and if you do, we win.
Oh boy.
You might as well pop this now. Because you only have 1 life left.
Yeah.
So you want to do that now? I mean, unless you can get health during...
yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Right.
So I got a blue jump token.
You know, blue jump.
I get a yellow die facing...
Yep, for running.
And
What's your... Reroll a die. No, it says reroll a die showing a yellow or suffer. That's after you get your dice. So
okay.
before you do anything.
Okay. I also get the weapon energy.
Weapon energy.
Mm-hmm. I get another yellow die.
Okay, yellow die.
Oops.
To roll?
Yes, to roll here. And a blue one.
Okay. You already got that. You might as well use your boost.
Yeah, I'll use my boost.
So here's another yellow that you have to roll.
And I'll use this.
All right, so draw 2 cards and pick 1.
Okay. Oh boy.
For their top half.
I'm going to use this because I have a feeling I'm going to...
You need the weapon energy.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. So you're going to get a red shooty.
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to get
a weapon energy.
a weapon energy.
All right, then.
So you don't have to roll that. You don't have to roll that. Now, roll those.
I have to roll.
And now, after you roll those, we'll engage, meaning re-roll a single die showing a run or suffer damage.
I'll re-roll this one.
Okay, that's fine. So it's just one die. The rest you get to keep.
Okay, it's another run.
Okay.
All right, so run.
Yep.
And jump.
Works for me. So you completed that. That's one card down.
That's done. Jump.
You get the easy ones.
And shoot.
All right, that's another one down.
Oh, crap.
Your skull is
I gotta
a
run.
1. I think, are you supposed to engage every single time? No, I don't think so.
Oh, I hope not.
Instead of the active player moving, player's only outcome.
Oh, I'm going to have to.
No, in boss battles, some steps are resolved if engaged. Instead of the active player moving the standee left to right, many bosses feature the engage. Every time a new pattern card is engaged. So
I'll just have to re-roll these two.
Right, one for that one and one for this one. Yeah, but hopefully you
run and run.
All right, so you're good.
Okay. I would have to. Okay. All right. So I re-rolled both of these.
Yeah, one for that one because you missed it,
one.
and one for this one. So you're good.
So
you have to engage every new pattern card.
Yeah. So run, and then this one I'm going to turn in to
get a run and a shoot.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that goes right to you as a run.
Run and a shoot, and then I'll use the shoot, and I use the weapon energy for that.
Yep.
I use the shoot, and I use these two to bypass this one.
Mm-hmm.
And my last
now
one.
you have to re-roll that because of your engage. It's a double run. Okay. It's actually helping you out there, but
I don't need it. For the first time in the whole game where I needed it, I finally have it, and I don't need it.
So
lovely.
Here's what you could do. You've got one weapon energy left.
This is awful.
You could spend it to get a wild, but that's not enough for that. You just fill up with your energy and take the 2 damage and call it a day.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
So, and then take 2 damage, and there you go.
Done.
So we've both beaten our bosses. We've beaten using only 2 energy tanks. We didn't even need that third one, which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. And again, this is the one-off, so that would be it. If we were playing the campaign, we would not have had these cards. We would have had one of these starters. So maybe that one or that one. There's 4 starter cards. You would have had one of these. And then, because we beat those bosses, we would have looked through the deck and then added them for the next game.
Ah, I see.
Like so.
That's cool.
The number of energy tanks you get will change, and depending on what boss you're on and what state. It's all in the rulebook, so I'm not going to get into too much detail. Mm-hmm. As far as what I thought, this wasn't bad. I think, like, in certain places, the rules could be a bit more clear. Again, maybe it's possible. This is our first game, and I will admit, maybe I missed a particular sentence in here. But I think this game needed an FAQ of some kind to address the most frequently asked questions. I think that would have been very helpful, and I didn't see that here. I liked it, but I feel I was very limited. It was more puzzly than anything. I always felt short on my dice. Like, I had to do things in a particular order. It was more about me puzzling out how to get through the most I could with taking the least amount of damage. So I was ramrodded into a particular way of playing. Not that it wasn't fun. It's just I would have preferred to be able to do 2 or 3 different ways of doing it and still come out ahead or whatever. You know what I mean? What did you think?
This had major ups and major downs for me, I think. Like, I loved the whole idea of working together to try and overcoming enemies or a boss. But I hate that this is so consistent. I wish that there was multiple, like, maybe instead of like having it separate, maybe we can have like one person, like one of these, and then have it like cycle out every time. Or
just ignore the bottom. If you want an easier time, ignore the bottom negative stage thing.
I don't mind it. I like the challenge, but to have it throughout the whole thing. The whole game is frustrating because that's the whole play style. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So like
you want a different boss event like effect,
but like every time, like every round, like
that would be too.
The next round, this could switch out to this one.
It wouldn't be very thematic though.
Oh really?
Because well, think about it. Metal Man, the platforms are constantly moving left and right, so you need run cards to bypass that particular challenge thematically. You're doing a lot of running in Metal Man in the video game.
Yeah.
So, like, this is you're doing Metal Man the entire game, so it makes sense to leave his ability in there because you're.
Well, as someone who's never played the video game.
Yeah. Yes.
And I hate the colors thing. This messes me up all the time. When there's like a specific color on a specific icon, I'm always thinking, okay, that's what I need.
You need
to
a
put
blue
on.
jump.
Yeah.
Right. I wish it was like multicolored, like three parts. Third blue, third red, third yellow. That way, it's clearly you could use any color with it.
Yeah, or just like one color that doesn't show, like a purple, you know.
Yeah, or gray, whatever.
Or gray.
Because I know it's a little like confusing. Like I need both. The rules are you just need the action, either jump, shoot, or run. Mm-hmm. You don't also need to match the color.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
It is. It's like it mentally it's hard to remember that when you're looking at something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really actually did enjoy the game. I'm trying to remember other games because I feel like we've played other games that were very similar like this, but where you can take actions in whatever order you please, you know. But I liked this. This was fun. I actually wouldn't mind playing the campaign just to see how much it would differ. I wouldn't have minded even Dr. Light with only 3 cards or just
2 energy things
to
make it tougher.
Yeah, just to see, like, you know.
I don't understand why it's 3 cards for 2 players and 4 for 1. I really don't understand what the difference really would be. It's not that big of a game-breaking thing.
Yeah.
With 3 you're limiting your decisions. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I know it's weird. Like having only 3 cards for 2 players, you're not. Whether you have 4 cards in 1 player or 3 cards in 2 players, having 4 cards in 2 players is not going to mess anything up. Not from a balance standpoint, it just gives players more options, and I think that's better than limiting to 3 cards. I just think that was tacked on for whatever reason.
I liked everything else. The art is fabulous. The components were great. The quality is really good.
I love the box. I mean, this is an NES cartridge.
Oh, it is. I want to blow on it now.
Well, look at the.
I want to smack it down real hard.
No. What mine was up, down, hit power.
Oh man, mine was just smacking it as hard as I can, almost to break it.
The trick is don't push it in all the way.
Yeah.
You push it in just enough to where it goes down and the front of the cover scrapes the NES on the inside. And then if you push it all the way in, it'll have the blinking screen. But if you push it part of the way in and then down, it'll sometimes work.
Oh, man.
Or take a Q-tip and...
Yeah, I did the Q-tip. I took my mom's giant nursing book and I smashed it. So hard on the NES. Oh, good times.
My brother would spike the controller into the ground.
Would he?
Yeah, because some of those games were frustrating as heck. Disney had a Disneyland Adventures or something. It was an awful, really difficult, like mini game, and it was just so hard. Space Mountain was so fun. Anyway, but
I had Contra. I have
Contra. Up, down, left, right, PH, start. I know.
I have my Super Nintendo in the launcher.
I know you do.
So I'm about to take it out.
I like how thematic this is.
Yeah,
I like that, and I'm really curious now. How would the other characters play?
Yeah.
You've got Rush and you've got Proto Man. So you've got different decks. I love that for each of the characters. I love the Dr. Light deck, and I like that you kind of have to make decisions based on what he's giving you, and you have to give him something he wants, otherwise you take damage. I like that strategic aspect of it. And again, if you want to make the game harder, there's these sabotage cards. Like this one is add 1 stage card to each player's pile. This one is the leftmost challenge on each stage card and first pattern card for each boss gains an additional damage. It just makes everything harder, really.
That's
so
cool.
you could do that. And again, the Wily bosses are, I don't know anything about them, but, you know, these are wily bosses that you'll fight in the campaign, possibly. So, yeah.
I think if this was Sonic, maybe I'd like it more.
Sonic.
But I like it. I thought it was really cool. These remind me of the, what was it, Goombas from Mario?
Goombas.
Or Koopas.
The Koopa Troopas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. It was fine.
It was cute.
Again, my biggest thing was some of the rules were a bit like sketchy.
Yeah.
And I wish there was an FAQ for like rule explanations when I needed them. Honestly, it's not easy finding stuff in this rule book. For me, it isn't.
It's very thick.
It's thick.
It's a lot of text.
It is. It's a lot to look at. So definitely take some time to read. There's no quick start with this. It's no in. You're going to have to up, down many times before you play this. I'm just saying.
Go in the online PDF and then hit the Control F to search for something.
Yes, I guess. They don't have one. I looked.
No. Oh,
yeah. The game's new. It hasn't really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Aside from the rule hiccups, like I enjoyed it. I still felt a little cramped on my action economy. I still felt like I was ramrodded into a particular way. I felt like this was more of a puzzle game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I can see that.
Do the most efficient thing is how I felt while I was playing. What is the most efficient thing I can do? That is the entire game. That's how I felt. I wish I had a bit more choice rather than being forced to do this because you need to be the most efficient.
Yeah, also like for Mega Man, you were definitely using your tokens a lot, I've noticed. And then the weapons I was using left and right. So maybe, yeah. I mean, there is a way to play.
Yeah, I love this though. This is where the choice comes in. Do I use a card for the top half support or do I use the bottom half for the skill?
Yeah.
I love that. That's fantastic. It helps but again, when you've got 4 cards and then Dr. Light, okay, how do I do this to get the most out of this 4 cards that I was dealt? You know, you have to like look at this and look at the stages and...
That's why I feel like if you do it in stages like in other games where you can say, okay, I'm going to spend this dice right now and then I'll roll these later to depend, you know, depending on what...
Yeah, that was a little... I thought you gained these immediately. Like these bonuses. I don't think you get to hold on and not... I don't know.
I feel like if you can hold on to them and then play them later on, I feel like that's a more strategic...
It would be,
thing.
You'd think.
But the rules maybe...
I'm having a hard time finding that in here.
Yeah.
And there may be...
To me, it makes sense.
It's probably somewhere in this part of the rule book, but I don't know if you... There's nothing in bold. It just says... Players play action cards to support their allies, activate their hero's unique abilities.
One thing I also didn't really like is the whole separate of these, like these stages. I really wish that it was more of a true co-op where it was just one stage and
you're working together.
Work together.
That was weird to me too. It felt weird that we were simultaneously taking out 2 different bosses. Like we were playing like 2 NESs side by side. You playing Mega Man, I playing Mega Man on my own console, you playing on your own console. Rather than it being a co-op. Like I was expecting one boss, multiple stages, and we both contribute to that one boss.
Yeah.
Here we each have our own separate thing. And I think the reason for that is, again, when we defeat a boss, you typically get their weapon. So who gets the weapon in the case of a cooperative solo boss kind of thing? You know what I mean?
True.
So maybe that's why they did it, but it's just it's weird to me. And if you're playing the video game and you're playing a co-op 2-player game, you've got the controllers and you're working together on the same screen to do something.
For the most part, unless it's like that whole player 1, you know, first, and then player 2.
Yeah, like Double Dragon, the original Double Dragon, not on the arcade, but I'm talking about the original Double Dragon. You actually took turns playing as Billy. One person died, the second player takes over wherever they left off.
Didn't Donkey Kong do that, or was that simultaneous?
I don't remember. I don't know.
But
a lot of games did it.
Yeah, I would homebrew the heck out of this, honestly. But I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. That was Mega Man Adventures. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I have to publish. This is Vincent Ida Lee. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.